Good morning. The Prime Minister has ruled out lockdowns over the Christmas period despite record rises in COVID-19 cases right across the country. Scott Morrison has told reporters in Canberra that hospitals are coping well with the surge fueled by the new Omicron variant that has now been reported as being responsible for the majority of cases in New South Wales. Following the National Cabinet meeting, the PM did say masks are highly recommended in indoor settings, with other states and territories already introducing restrictions. Queensland making face masks mandatory overnight in cinemas, theatres and for hospitality staff after already mandating them in places like supermarkets and on public transport. One of those yesterday's National Cabinet was, of course, Victorian Premier Dan Andrews, appearing unshaven. Andrews wrote on Instagram that authorities are monitoring the situation really carefully and agreed, quote, that we all need to keep taking sensible steps, to keep ourselves and each other safe. That means keep scanning in, getting tested, isolating if you need to, wearing a mask and getting a third dose as soon as you can. But he added that Victoria is in one of the strongest positions in the world to deal with the new strain, signing off by saying Victorians deserve a great summer. The state yesterday recorded 1,503 new cases and 6 deaths, with 394 people in hospital and 70 in ICU. Lockdowns in the remote Northern Territory communities of Tennant Creek and Ali Kurrung have been extended. 5 new locally acquired COVID cases were recorded yesterday, and a mask mandate has also been introduced for public settings in Alice Springs for the next 48 hours, while it was also extended in the Barkly local government area. The NT's regional cluster now stands at 125. Western Australia has become the first jurisdiction in the country to introduce mandatory vaccine booster shots for parts of the state's population. All workers, more than 1 million people that is, who were previously required to get 2 doses of the jab will now be required to get a third as part of the expanded mandate. The state will also reintroduce a hard border with Tasmania and the NT, meaning every single state and territory is now shut out for the first time in over a year. Israel will now offer a 4th vaccine dose to some of its citizens, those aged over 60, workers who are at risk, and those who are immunodeficient, are eligible 4 months after their first booster. Prime Minister Naftali Bennett says it will help Israel deal with Omicron following the first reported death in the country from the new variant. Now to tomorrow's forecast. Right across the country, wet weather expected across parts of the east coast. Showers and 30 in Brisbane, thunderstorms and 24 in Sydney, getting up to 28 in Canberra, 21 and partly cloudy in Melbourne, though 18 in Hobart, sunny, 29 degrees in Adelaide, 37 in Alice Springs, 33 in Perth, and in Darwin, rain also getting up to a warm top of 33. And just before we go today, this is, of course, our last broadcast before Christmas on Saturday. So, number one, it's worth getting in the Christmas spirit a bit here. But it's also worth saying a few thank yous. Now, massive thank you to the entire 6 News team. You know who they are. Over the crazy 12 months we've had reporters in, practically half the country and also overseas covering these stories. We've had the great team at WAMN providing us plenty of resources in WA. And we've, of course, had someone who isn't currently a reporter, Jack Hahn, who was still on, by the way, very early January. He was still part of the 6 News team, so a massive thanks to him. And again, everyone who's been part of the team, including the people behind the scenes. Our unofficial cameraman, Benedict Puglisi, my father, he has been a huge support, so's mum, and they have just been so supportive of what I've been doing. And of course, I'm sure that the parents of the rest of our 6 News team are also very supportive. So thank you so much to them, and thank you so much to you for tuning in throughout 2021. It has been incredible bringing the news to you. Now, this isn't our final sign-off for the year. Obviously, we will still be airing on Boxing Day this Sunday. And of course, we'll almost certainly have mornings next Thursday, and a full in-review special coming very soon right here on our YouTube channel. So make sure you subscribe, click all notifications, and tell a friend. Spread the word out there that there is an unbiased news outlet where we always want to hear what you have to say. And that is mornings for this Thursday. Thanks so much for tuning in. I will be back Sunday night at 8 p.m. Eastern Time, and we'll of course have the latest headlines on social media 24/7 and at our website 6newsau.com. I'm Leonardo Puglisi. Have a great day and a very Merry Christmas.